Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. This is Big Girl Diary. I, I don't even know where to begin. I truly don't know. Just when you think you have a handle on things, you realize you don't. Okay. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. I mean, oh man, Nathan. This guy right here, just you know, there are times where you want to give someone a break and you think that they may redeem themselves as a decent person. And then you realize there is nothing decent about them. Zero. Nada. Nilch. Uh, Zero. Arrivederci. I don't know. I remember saying that when I was young. I still don't know what it means. But Nathan, he managed to wreck two people's lives, and he did it. I'm not laughing, not laughing. No, not like that. But here, his wife and his girlfriend, he managed to mess both of them up in a way, mess them up in such a way that it's going to be terrible for them. Now, Fanny, she signed up for that. She signed up for being with a married man. Okay, that right there is true. Very true. She did that to herself. All right. But his wife, she signed up for none of that besides being a faithful wife of what, 25, 26 years, being with the same no good credent. And the only thing that you get is two kids, beautiful children. Also, you get your face splashed all over the world and being looked upon as, oh, I feel bad for her. And we all do. We all do feel bad for her. I know I do. And many of us have dealt with a cheating spouse or a cheating boyfriend to where you're embarrassed all over the block, all over the neighborhood, maybe all over what part of the city. But when you're embarrassed all over the freaking world, oh my goodness. I mean, look, but it is what it is. All right, let's get down to it. Nathan Wade, Fannie Willis, Jocelyn Wade. The triangle. Nathan here down the triangle. Nathan, on one hand, has messed himself up to where he may never recover. Because one thing, you have an upset wife that is ready to take you down because you have done something besides embarrass her, but then you want to withhold the pocket. You're making all this money and you can't even give her $2.50 for bus fare? Nah, Now she has a lawyer, a shark of a lawyer, but she looks like a delicate flower. But once you remove that awning, you got a steel fist underneath it. Now, Nathan's wife's lawyer said that he signed spousal support, temporary spousal support, in child support, and he was supposed to pay up to, I think, like $4,000 a month. Now, some of you may say that's a lot of freaking money. And in some cases, that very well may be true. But if you're making $700,000, $4,000 is not, it's nothing. It's nothing at all. And he hasn't paid it. She has health issues. The children need some things. She hasn't been able to even pay the rent. She's a yoga instructor, and she done a wine tasting, but she's sick and she hasn't been able to work. But Nathan has been able to gallivant all around the world, going to Belize, going to Tahiti, going up the eastern seaboard, down the eastern seaboard, and around the middle states. And Jocelyn Wade has not enjoyed any of that time at all. It was who enjoyed that time were the two of them. Okay, I'm not going to harp on that too much. I'm not. Okay. Let's get to the real deal. Okay, the real deal is this. Okay, let me move this. Is this right here? Now, what Nathan has not done was he has not kept up with what he was supposed to do. No, he has not. He left it in such a way to where this is going to fall on Fannie. And here, Fannie Willis stung as Nathan Wade faces contempt of court accusations. And it's not even an accusation. This is reality, because Jocelyn Wade's lawyer said, if you do not give the packet of information that I asked you for it, you know it, you left it there, I gave it to you months ago because you're hiding that money. You want to know how I found out about it? It came out all over. It's all over the news. So I didn't have to search for it. It just came to me in my lap. All those receipts that Miss Merchant put out there, I saw it, and you better come up off that money. So Nathan is doing everything humanly possible not to give that information up. But I just want to show you this. I can't play because I'll get a copy strike. Now, Fannie's reputation may be impacted. I don't think she cares. I think everything she's doing is fine. Nathan resigned. Donald Trump, and they're accused of having an affair, but later said, yeah, we are. And Fannie didn't pay taxes, but that right there. But here, this is what I really wanted to get into, the heart of the matter. All right, here, Fannie Willis is, forget about her reputation. She's fine with her reputation. She don't see that she did anything wrong. Being with a married man is like, okay, and. But in March, Wade resigned from Donald Trump's Georgia election interference case. By Judge McAfee has given Willis the option of removing herself or Wade following the hearing triggered an accusation by the Trump staffer and co-defendant Michael Roman that they were having an affair. Was he ever right? He opened up a can of worms, a big can of worms. But right here, the tax-paying money, let's not even get into that. But what we really want to get into is right here. Wade's estranged wife, Jocelyn Wade, has filed a contempt of court proceedings after her ex-husband, Nathan Wade, has filed for a divorce from his then wife in November 2001, and the couple reached a temporary agreement in 2024, which he has not kept up with. Now, but according to the filing submitted on Wednesday, Nathan Wade allegedly violated the agreement to pay for her medical expenses until further orders of the court. It said Jocelyn Wade would receive $4,400 a month, $4,400 for endoscopy, excuse me, and a colonoscopy and an ultrasound due to severe physical symptoms she has been enduring. However, it said Nathan has not paid this and has instead told her to pay the healthcare provider and said he would reimburse her. However, the filing says that it's impossible for Jocelyn because she has been paying for her daughter's rent and living expenses. Wow. Wow. Okay. It also alleges he has not financially supported his children in the way he had promised, putting their financial pressures on Jocelyn. Now, she doesn't have income, so she's helping her daughter out. Okay, I get it. Their daughter, I shall say. I most definitely understand that, but so he's not coming up with the money. So if he's not going to do that, that falls on Fanny. Okay, while Wade is no longer involved in the case, his association with Willis may affect her reputation. Now, due to some things that I'm hearing, she's like that. I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong at all. You can't make that stuff up. Let me see. Now, Jocelyn, I get what he's saying. Okay, you go ahead and you let your insurance pay for it, and then I'll reimburse it. Blah, 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 blah. That does make sense on one hand, but if he agreed to that, then he simply needs to do that. Just that simple. But that's not the way he wants to do it. I guess, I don't know. I'm not going to guess anything. But this part is quite interesting. This one right here. Let me bring it on up. Is this it? I think it is. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, goodness, not that one. Okay, let me try this again. Okay, here. Now, it gets worse for him because keep in mind, he lost his job, but he still has his private practice. Now, his private practice was bringing in, what was it, $14,000 a month. That's a pretty penny. Now, depending on where you live, some people may say, Big Girl Diary, $14,000 a month is a lot of money. And in some places, that is very true. Now, if you live in some states, okay. The cost of living in each state, city, county, wherever it is, it fluctuates. Now, if you live in a major city, $14,000 a month is like a lower middle class. Now, if you live out in the suburbs close to the rural area, oh, you're doing very well. You're living nice. That's why some people, they work an hour away, half hour away from their job because the distance and the cost of living. You make a lot of money here, but when you go home, that money stretches. Okay. So now here, okay, now here, this, oh, let me straighten this out. Let me make it like this. All right. Okay, the ex-Trump Nathan fails to cough up child support. Now, I'm going to say it again for his wife's medical bills. I'll say it again. He signed to pay her temporary support until they get through this. He signed that. So here, okay, he also who was hired by the former Flame Fannie Willis to handle an election ring case against the former President Donald Trump, has skipped out on paying child support and the $4,400 to his estranged wife's urgent medical procedures, according to new divorce filings. Now, Jocelyn is not playing; she's just too through with him. Jocelyn Wade accused her former husband Wednesday of refusing to hand over child support payments for their two children, leaving them without money to pay rent and to take care of Jocelyn's medical issues. The defendant urgently requires medical procedures, the endoscopy and the colonoscopy and the ultrasound due to her severe physical symptoms, which, you really got to take care of that. These symptoms have significantly impacted her ability to consume food, most foods, leaving her to a substantial weight loss, which is not good. And just the fact, look, Nathan, just the fact that you know this and you're still not coughing up money to help the woman put your raggedy butt through college. She worked while you went to college, and this is how you pay her? I'm not trying to add judgment. I try very hard to be, how can I say, to be neutral. Okay. But when you have someone like Nathan being, dare I so I can't even find a word for it. It's just so egregious, just horrible, to where he just does this woman like this. Not to mention that he embarrassed her by cheating, and everybody all over the world knows it. Then gets fired, and then you don't want to pay for the children that you made and the woman that you made it with. Let me stop. Let me stop. Okay. So the already thin wife's condition has worsened and left her in fear that she may need emergency intervention. Oh my goodness, that is so awful. Beyond awful. Just to think that that is how he treats his soon to be ex-wife. But it doesn't stop there. Oh, it's just sort of repeating itself. But here, do I want to? Okay, they're all basically saying the same thing. My thing is this, and when women, I'm going to deviate for a second, just for a second. Now, stuff like this makes some women bitter, and they put a lot into their man or their husband, their boyfriend or their husband, put a lot of energy and time and love into that person. And while doing that, at some point, he doesn't feel the same way about his significant other or his wife. Something, whatever occurred, he's now saying, okay, I'm going to put my attention here onto her. And I'm going to give her all my time and energy and resources. Okay. Because Jocelyn Wade is asking for resources and Nathan's not giving the resources. He gave the resources to Fanny. Now, Fanny made it possible for him to get extra resources. However, Fanny was able to benefit from those resources. It just so happened his wife is dwindling into a skeleton, and he's okay with that. I can't even call that him being a narcissist. I don't even know what word to put with that, because that right there is just a horrible thing to do. The woman that you've been with for 26 years and you are where you are due to her blood, sweat, and tears, and to put into you. And this is how you repay her. You want her to look like Skeletor. And the thing that shocks me the most, right? This right here is what really shocks me the most. And that is that Nathan waited until he got that contract with Fanny, not the one before with what's her name, Sonia Allen, when he was working in Cobbs County. She was paying him $500 an hour, and that was like, that's not 14,000. That's like what, 20, maybe 30,000 a month. I'm not quite sure. My math is terrible. But he didn't give his wife anything. Well, besides, paying a rent, putting food there. But as far as anything significant, nah. Then when he gets with, well, I don't even know if him and Sonia went on vacation. Don't know. That right there, she's silent about. But when you look at Fanny, they took 7 vacations in 6 months, while Sonia went to Texas to take care of her mother and also their daughter. One of the daughters gone to college or whatever. But oh my goodness, this is a tragedy, because Fanny, on the other hand, because what's her name? Jocelyn's wife said, a lawyer said, if he doesn't adhere to what she wants him to give her, Fanny will sit for a deposition and she has to tell the truth. And when she gives that deposition, her career, everything is on the line and she'll lose everything. I wonder if that right there is the goal for, I don't think, now I don't even know these people, but just the fact that if he does this to Fanny, the person that gave him a job, the level of backstabbingness is beyond comprehension. I mean, Fanny should have learned or known that if he allowed Sonia to get fired, and then Sonia is working for Fanny in another department, but she's still working under Fanny, and she's seeing Fanny and Nathan, her boyfriend that used to be her boyfriend. I mean, the level, the, the level of narcissism is off the Richter scale. Like, Scarlett, I don't give a damn. I mean, it's beyond comprehension. I don't know. I truly don't know. But I just thought that this was completely outrageous and wild. So basically, Nathan killed two birds with one stone. I I don't even know what other case I can compare this to because this is so egregious. It's so outrageous. It is beyond outrageous. But what do you think? Anybody have a comment? Let me check. This is just beyond comprehension. That's all I can say. Man, oh man. Lord. Okay. Since there's no comment. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, Cher. Okay. His children will never respect. You got that right. The wife will be the one that will take care of both. Yep. Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nathan will be a jailhouse lawyer. I heard that another content creator said that his wife wants him in jail. I couldn't find that article, so believe me, I was looking for it. And does Nathan belong in jail? I mean, he is a scumbag on all seven continents. Yes, he's a scumbag. Just a complete and utter scumbag. Yes, he is. If you look up scumbag in the not dictionary but Pictionary, it would have his picture. Scumbag Nathan. I'm trying so hard not to judge. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Well, what I'm going to do, let me go ahead and go and prepare for my next live stream. Thank you.